Hello and welcome back to Evolve with Joycey. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to make 2025 your best year yet. Actually, these are the things I have decided to do to make sure that my 2025 is my best year yet. And I decided to share with you, my friends, my family, so that we can all go on this journey together. If this sounds like something you'd like to watch, please keep watching. Now, when you enter a new place, one of the things you do without being told is to understand how the place runs. That's how come we all put off our phones or turn on the silent mode when we enter the bank. That's why we all speak with quiet voices when we enter the library, is because we understand how these places work. 2025, just like any of these places, is like a new place we've all entered, and it will not be wise if you do not understand what the year stands for. So 2025 is a number, and the number 25 simply means opened hands to bestow a blessing and grace. The number 5 means grace, like we all know. And so in simplicity, 2025 is going to be characterized by blessings and grace. Blessings and grace from God. That is very important to know. Now that we understand what the year is about, what can we do to make sure that in our own way, on our part, 2025 is going to be our best year yet? First of all, in no particular order, we have to be conscious. I have personally decided to be conscious this year. Conscious of what the year is about, or what the year can be for me. Now, I know that this year will be a year of blessings and grace. How do I become conscious of that? By putting it in my environment, writing it all over my place, my room, the places I see often. I'm going to write it. So that is building consciousness. How do you build consciousness? To put it in your environment. Write it everywhere. Remind yourself at the least chance, at every chance, tell yourself this year will be characterized by blessings and grace. Whenever you're going through any situation, whether good or bad, remind yourself at the least chance that this year is characterized by blessings and grace. Now, talking about consciousness and putting it in our environment, the next thing I've decided to do is to have a vision, to create a vision board specifically. Now, have a vision. A vision is nothing if it's not written. And we move a step further to create a vision board. What is a vision board? We've talked about vision boards on this channel a couple of times. Now, what is a vision board? A vision board is simply a board, just like the name goes, that has pictures of everything you want to achieve. Why is that important? It is to train your brain. Now, putting all your goals or things you want to achieve on a board and putting it at a place where it always meets your eye is a subconscious exercise. You are just training your mind to accept these things. And trust me, for what's worth, I am currently living in an apartment, something I put on my vision board about a year and a half ago. So if you think it's just a fancy thing, I don't know, you're tripping. So, and look out for a video from me. I am going to create a video when I am making my own vision board so that it can inspire you, just in case you still do not want to create the vision board. Now, talking about visions, the next thing I have decided to do, and I encourage you to do, is to mind your business. I know that for so long, this has been considered an insult, but I'm here to tell you that today, for once, can you please read it as a sentence at least? Mind your business. Mind the business that feeds you. I'm only trying to say, pay attention to your business. Anything that you call your business, pay attention to it. Put in the effort so that God can bless it. Remember that scripture that says, God will bless the work of your hands. So mind your business. I have decided to mind my business, mind the businesses that feed me, mind the things that I say I'm doing, pay attention to it, put in just more effort than usual. Now, in the spirit of minding my own business, I would recommend to you Stewsnchews Ghana. If you are a busy mom, a corporate person, a bachelor, or even a student and you want home cooked meals, I recommend Stewsnchews for you. Reach them on Instagram. They have very reasonable prices and their food is very good. Now, the next thing I've decided to do this year is to have quarterly reviews and retreats, if not monthly. Why do we want to have quarterly reviews and retreats? First of all, what is a retreat? A retreat is simply separating yourself from the noise and going to be with the Lord, going to spend time with the Lord. And reviews are just looking back from where you started and making sure that you're on the right track, making sure that you've not drifted, and correcting yourself if need be, really. So I've decided to take reviews, take quarterly, if not monthly. It's very ambitious to want to do it monthly, but if you can, absolutely do it so that you minimize error. You have minimal error in your journey, because the way that the year is, you may just be running and realize that we're in October already, and that's not something you want. And so I'll encourage you to join me. Let's have quarterly reviews, quarterly retreats, so that our 2025 will be a better one. Now, the next thing I've decided to be doing this year is to journal. So at the end of every day, have one book aside and write down everything that happened in the day. I know. It sounds weird, but why are we doing this? First of all, to keep us accountable so that we do not waste our days. Because your life is made up of years, your years is made up of months, your months so your life is made up of years, your years are made up of months, your months are made up of weeks, your weeks are made up of days, your days are made up of hours, and the list goes on and on. So by writing down how every day went at the end of the day, it makes you, first of all, accountable for the day, so that you can't be writing every day that I sat down, I slept, I did nothing, or I watched a movie, or I scrolled through social media all day. You cannot be writing that. So once you are writing down everything that happened in the day, you're keeping yourself accountable. It will make you even more productive because you look forward to writing the things you did at the end of the day. Second of all, it makes you grateful because sometimes good things happen to us, but we forget to, remember and even thank God for it. So writing down how your day goes at the end of the day is something that will definitely make you grateful. More grateful if you already are, if you ask me. Now, after the journaling, I have decided to read the Bible and read books. More books this year. Why are we reading the Bible? Why are we even reading in the first place? One of my favorite quotes about books is, that's how books are. They make you travel without moving your feet. And I also believe that reading books makes you spend time with the authors without physically meeting them, So I've decided to read books, and I'm encouraging you to read the Bible and books this year so that, first of all, we can spend time with God and spend time with great authors. Now, there is a book about any and everything you want to do in this life. So all the pictures you put on your vision board, find books around them and read. It will make you a better person. Another reason why we're reading is so that we help our brain, because you die when your brain dies. So yes, we're going to read more books. I'm encouraging you to read more books in this year. Yes. Now, talking about spending time with God and great authors, the next thing I've decided to do is to track my spending. The next thing, I'm encouraging you also to track your spending, especially my fellow ladies, because we be spending way too much on things we do not need, especially. So please join me. Let's track our spending this year. If you're going to buy something, the last question you should ask yourself before buying is, do I need this thing? If the answer is no, your response is no, I'm not going to buy this. So please, please, please track your spending, okay? Track your spending. Now, if you're an Apple user, there's an app that's called Numbers. My sister introduced me to that app, and it's a great one. Use it to track your spending. and thank me later. Now, relationships are the bedrock of literally everything in this world or in this life. I think that a lot of people are where they are based on recommendations, and people recommend you because they have a certain kind of relationship with you. So this year I've decided to review my relationships and label them, the ones I have not. I've also decided to unfollow certain accounts on social media that do not serve me anymore. Now, there are relationships that have been left unlabeled, and I think those are where many of the issues come from. Is this person your friend? Is this person your work colleague? Is this person your sister? Is this person more than a friend to you? Like, let's just label relationships and let's make life easier, so that in the event that two people need your attention, you can know what your priority is. I don't know if that makes any sense, but this year decide to vet your relationships, review them, label them, and then know who is who. So that you know how to spend time and spend energy. Now, talking about relationships, the final but most important thing I've decided to do is to nurture my relationship with God. All the things we've spoken about the open hands to bestow blessings, grace, and all of that will mean nothing if you do not have a relationship with God. So if you do not have a relationship with God, I am encouraging you to build a relationship with God and nurture it like you would any important relationship in your life. I've decided to nurture my relationship with God in this year. Spend more time with Him, spend more time learning His word and training myself to hear his voice, and also be more prompt, if there's anything like that, to respond to the things He asks me to do. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you found these helpful, at least one helpful, and I hope that you implement one of these things at least to make your 2025 a better one. I also, if you know anybody who may find this video useful, kindly share it with them and help them to make their 2025 a better one. Thank you so much. I wish you an amazing 2025. If you really enjoyed the video, please like the video and leave your honest thoughts. Do you know any of these points already? Are you implementing any of these already? And share with me what you'd also want me to do to make my 2025 a better one. Until my next video, I'll see you. My name is Joycey, and this has been Evolve with Joycey. I love you, but God loves you more, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on. Bye.